Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today on Melinda's Life and Style, we're going to show you a little bit of what goes on in our kitchen. What we're about to see is a marinade that my husband makes for, sometimes we use it for skirt steak, flank steak, but it's something that my kids absolutely love. And so this is, in a way, a video tutorial for our children. So rather than having to text us every time they want to make this item, they can just watch this video and it will go through step by step what they need to do to ensure that they have an amazing marinade like their dad makes, which is out of this world. If you want to see an out of this world, easy but full of flavor marinade for your skirt steak, for flank steaks, for any cut of meat really, I think, and he may explain this better in the video, then keep watching.
Okay, so I get a lot of people who have asked me, including my kids, how I make my marinated flank steak or London broil or brisket. So I want to go ahead and do that. You can use really any kind of meat. The best types of meat would be more of your, believe it or not, tougher meats like London broils. This is a London broil. Brisket is real good. Flank steak is real good. Even just cheap quality meat that you buy that's very tough, because this marinade is going to break it down and just going to make it amazing. So the main ingredients are garlic. I like minced garlic, chopped up garlic. You can buy it anywhere. You don't need anything in oil or any of that, just chopped garlic. The secret recipe calls for vodka, believe it or not. This is my mother's recipe, Katie Euler. She did this back when I was a kid, and we've had it for a long time. But vodka, the cheapest vodka you can buy. Don't bother spending money on vodka. Just get rail vodka. Olive oil. I like extra virgin olive oil. Sriracha sauce, kind of to taste, because some people don't like it spicy. If you don't like it spicy, don't put this in at all. Good old-fashioned Kiko Man soy sauce. I normally buy the low sodium variety, but they didn't have it at our store, so I got kind of stuck with this bottle. So be careful with that if you don't like salt as much. Be careful. Or buy the green bottle. It's green, low sodium. Now, I don't have enough soy sauce in here, so what I'm going to do only today is I'm going to add a little teriyaki sauce, because I don't have enough soy sauce. The recipe does not call for teriyaki sauce. It's going to add a little bit of a different flavor, a little more sweet, but that's fine. Also, herbe de Provence. This is a mixture of what we would call French herbs. Garlic, thyme, rosemary, oregano, marjoram, basil, lemon peel. You can buy it already made, or you can just go get parsley and oregano and thyme and kind of make your own if you want. But I just buy, you can find it anywhere. Home Goods, those kind of stores. And this is the same thing, but there's only a little bit left, so I'm going to use that up first. Then I always put onion powder in it, and I put white pepper. If you can't find white pepper, use black pepper. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I've got probably a 2-pound piece of meat in here. I'm going to start off, and there's no measurements here. I'm going to start off with probably a tablespoon of a tablespoon of minced garlic. 1 nice tablespoon. Vodka, about a half a cup to a cup of vodka. That breaks down all the sinew, all of the, whatever you want to call it, gristle, the fibrous material in the meat. Olive oil, again, maybe a half a cup of olive oil in there. In terms of sriracha sauce, I like to put just a couple little squirts, not much. know, I don't know if you can see that, but just a couple squirts. Soy sauce, I don't know, quarter cup, half a cup. I'm holding back because this has a lot of salt in it. If it was low sodium, I'd put double that in. So I'm going to go with teriyaki sauce because if you read the label, there's, compared to soy sauce, it's about a quarter of the sodium, and I don't like sodium. So I'm going to put some teriyaki sauce. This is from Panda Express Mandarin teriyaki sauce. It doesn't matter what kind you get. Just go to your grocery store and grab, you know, whatever. I'm going to use up all of this herbs de Provence in this one. Actually, that's probably going to be enough. I'm actually going to put a second piece of meat in here later. Onion powder, I love onion powder. This is going to be about half a tablespoon, maybe like a teaspoon and a half. And then I put white pepper. Gotta have white pepper. If you can't find white, don't worry about it. Get black. Grind it up if you can. If you can't, doesn't matter. Get the granulated kind. And that is the recipe. So, the other thing you need to always do is refrigerate it. I always kind of move it around a little bit, mix it up here. I always leave a couple forks stuck in the meat. And every hour or so, go to the meat and drive the fork in it. Be careful if you're wearing nice clothes. Sometimes it squirts the oil on you. Like that. And that's it. Let this thing sit. You want to let it sit overnight, that's fine. You're going to notice the red meat's going to turn brown on the outside. Don't worry about it. When you cook this thing on the grill or you broil it, it'll be nice and rare or medium rare, however you like it. But it's going to stain the outside of the meat. I'm going to add just a touch more soy sauce. Because I like it, and I'm going to put a second piece of meat in here a little bit later. And again, every couple, maybe half hour to begin with, every 40 minutes to begin with, flip it over. Try to put about 100 holes in it. Do you have to do this? No. Should you? Yeah, depending on the toughness of the meat. You've all seen those things on TV that kind of injects the liquid into the meat. Well, there you go. God gave you 2 injectors right here. And trust me, this will take the toughest meat and make it absolutely delicious. This is Catherine Euler's recipe that I grew up with, that to this day I make, and I don't think I've ever had anybody eat it who didn't absolutely love it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.